Hey everybody, this is part 5, continuing the difference between lawful and legal. So, these are claims for injury and harm. When a man or woman who sometimes acts as a police officer, judge, or prosecutor breaks the law, the man or woman has a claim against that police officer, judge, or prosecutor for injury or harm done in his lands, goods, person, or reputation, i.e., assault and battery, unlawful detainment, extortion, and barratry. The right to a trial by jury is in all the constitutions, and thus, when you are harmed by a man or woman who sometimes acts as a police officer, you can file a claim against them as a man or woman for harm done to your lands, goods, person, or reputation because they are acting outside the scope of the Constitution. Remember, the Constitution gives the powers to the government, doesn't give you rights. So here's a letter I wrote the IRS. They sent me a letter saying I owed them 80 something thousand fucking dollars. So I sent a certified letter back to the man who signed the letter. Greetings to the man, Sean P. Franklin, who sometimes acts as an appeals team manager. It has come to my attention that I, the man, John T. Long, owe a debt. I do not understand the legal language, so I take to you notice of law for remedy to prevent any trespass by you, a man. I believe this claim of debt is in regard to property of I, money, or, they're threatening to file a lien against my house or property. Of I due process levy, that was the title across the fucking letter. I state, who are you to bring forth a controversy by way of threat of barratry, debt, extortion, theft, and collection action, in parentheses? Is it your intent to trespass upon I by the use of an administrative procedure against a man with no breach of contract, wrong, or harm done to you? As I believe I owe no debt, however, as an honorable man, if a debt does exist, I have no more to pay than $10 per month by way of postal money order, as any other amount will cause harm to I. So I'm telling him, if I owe him a debt, the man, Sean P. Franklin, he's the one bringing the controversy. So if I owe him a debt, he needs to send me proof of that debt. And, this is all spiritual, like I said before. So, if I do owe a debt, as being an honorable man, I want to pay my debts. But this is not a lawful debt. This is extortion. It's what it is. Is there anything else of value except for the debt which you claim is true by way of evidence? So there I'm asking him, provide me the evidence that I owe you a debt. Any such evidence was signed under threat, intimidation, duress, and threat of taking property by way of theft, extortion, and threat of unlawful detainment. So I'd filed some income taxes, several years ago because I was filing bankruptcy and they wanted, tax forms. So I filled them out, sent them in, ended up not discharging that bankruptcy. But anyway, they got a hold of it, IRS, the fiction. So they sent me a letter. So, additionally, you believe I owe a debt to you and or a federal entity, none of which I agree to. I say if this does not provide remedy and you are you or any other man or woman continue to pursue your actions, I will require and convene in a court of law for you and I on the record for any man or woman who wishes to press a claim to testify under oath before a trial by jury for any wrong I have done or a debt or breach of contract, so that I, an honorable man, may provide remedy for any claims. So I'm inviting him to court to prove that I owe him a debt. I say, however, if this claim of debt is untrue, then I will press a claim for trespass against you, the man, Sean P. Franklin, as you are the one who brings forth the controversy. And I will press a claim of trespass by way of barratry, extortion, loss or harm by intimidation, threat of theft of property, unlawful detainment, and I will seek compensation of $1 million plus $1 per second plus cost. If this trespass continues any further, I will place this order before a magistrate to be paid in U.S. postal money order or certified funds within 30 days of said order as compensation for any and all trespass committed by you, Sean P. Franklin, and any other man or woman making a false claim against I, the man, John T. Long. I say now, if you wish to remove this controversy, please notice I within 7 days of this date, and I would be more than happy to forgive any trespass, as I want any trespass to be forgiven against I. So there's the spiritual part. I verify that all this is true and will so state in open court before a trial by jury, name, address, and city. Hadn't heard from him since. This is my first book, the Book of John, not the one in the Bible. I tried to come up with a catchy name. Came out #1 new release in substance abuse on Amazon, May 14th of 2019. So I was pretty proud of that. This is a review that somebody wrote that I liked, so I incorporated it into my description on Amazon. A compelling memoir documenting John's addictions, relationships, the supernatural, spiritualism, and the 12 steps. The story is filled with raw, jaw-dropping accounts of real-life events that are dreamlike, laugh-out-loud humorous, and life lessons that leave the reader feeling uplifted, lighter, and exploding into a million pieces of joy. Through his personal experience, John shows how he ultimately reached that place of peace and understanding that the world can neither give nor take away. Rather than meditating in a cave for 20 years, John has taken life head-on in outrageous and sometimes unbelievable experiences that led to his awakening. The techniques outlined and practiced in this book will guide you to a life beyond your wildest dreams. So what I've done is I've written a book, and it's full of prayers, meditations, techniques that I've used over the last 20 years to reach this place of peace and understanding that the world can neither give nor take away. And that's where I still am today. So it teaches you how to learn to live in the now with total peace and joy. Identify, delete, and reprogram a new subconscious mind. So thanks for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. I've got another one coming up, part 6.